Hey guys, so hopefully you can notice a background change. I thought I would just work out different angles in my room that I could film in, that the lighting is alright, so I hope it is, and I hope you like this new background. Just sort of changing it up a bit. And this is going to be 25 facts that hopefully you don't already know about me. I thought I would just share them with you, and yeah, we'll get started because I don't want this to be such a long intro. So my full name is Caitlin Rebecca Flynn, Rebecca being my middle name. No reason at all, it's just that my parents thought it fit nicely in to Caitlin and Flynn. I'm born in May 1999, therefore I'm a Taurus. Taurus the bull. I have a little charm on my Pandora bracelet that is the bull, but you probably can't see because it's out of focus. And yeah, I'm a Taurus. I am a quarter Irish on my dad's side. His mum and dad lived in Ireland and they then moved here. And then I have a whole big family on my dad's side, loads of aunties and uncles and cousins and stuff. But I'm a quarter Irish, so it's probably hence the Irish name. I did Irish dancing for 7 years, but I did have to quit because I had an injury, like a reoccurring injury in my ankles, that my Achilles tendon, and at one point it did almost snap, so that was really, really bad. Someone is mowing the garden. So annoying. And yeah, Irish dancing, but I did have to quit due to that, and I don't miss it really. I have a lot more time for other things to do, but yeah, that was an important part of my life when I was younger. I have 3 siblings, they're all half siblings though. I have a half sister, we have different dads, and then I have 2 half brothers and we have different mums. And the one that's closest in age to me is Amy, and she is 7 years older than me, so they're all in like the 20 somethings. I've never broken a bone, and I think that's pretty impressive, to be honest. I did fracture my nose once though, only slightly, like at the top, so you can feel, well I can feel anyway, a little dent, but I don't know if that's meant to be like that. I don't know. You can't really tell, I don't think. But yeah, I did fracture my nose once, but I've never broken anything, like a full-on break or anything, which I think is pretty cool. I am definitely a shower person. We have a bath and like a shower, so it's like the bathtub and then the shower like on it. And because obviously I go in the shower every day and wash my hair every day, I have showers because they're so much quicker, although I do like baths when I'm ill, or like when like my body aches or something, it just sort of calms me down. I'm quite a cold person, like not as in like cold-hearted or anything, but I do feel the cold a lot, and I am, the majority of the time I am really, really cold, and the only time that I'm not cold is usually when it's super, super hot outside or I'm ill. I am always cold. I'm fairly well organised. Like if you've seen my room tour and you saw in my wardrobe, all my clothes were organised into a straight order that I have to follow, and I don't like it when it gets messed up. So I have different little bits about me that I have to do and make sure are the way that I like it. Like when you're pegging up the washing, I have to have 2, well, you know, if you've got something that's hanging up and you need 2 pegs for it, they have to be the same colour for that same amount of clothing. It has to be. It's so annoying when it's not. My room is pretty tidy, so I do keep it tidy a lot because I don't really like living when it's all jumbled everywhere and stuff. So I am quite organised and quite tidy, I guess. Films are probably one of my favourite things to watch. I love all films. I would literally watch anything, but I think my favourite genre has to be horrors, I think. I love a good horror film that's really, really scary, and I sit like shut all curtains and blinds and lock all the doors and the windows, and I sit usually with chocolate and watch it, and I get really scared, but I love horror films. Although saying that, I do love the majority of kind of films except for westerns. I'm not a big western fan or war film. I am a vegetarian, although you could say I'm a pescatarian because I do eat fish. So I don't really technically eat the meat of a mammal. We'll say that. It was my own personal decision, no like choice or religion that I had to follow to become a vegetarian. It was my own personal choice, and I have been a vegetarian for about 5-6 years. I have nothing against people that do eat meat whatsoever. Everyone in my house does eat meat except for me, so it doesn't bother me at all. And it's not that I don't like the taste of meat, it's just the thought. And I don't want to come across as though I'm bragging or anything or telling you that you should become a vegetarian, because it is your own personal choice and your own opinion of things like that, and that's just mine. I have 4 pets. I have 1 dog and 3 cats. There is Lemony, Rupert and Jasper, and then there's Darcy the dog. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you will probably see pictures of them, because I upload pictures of them all the time because I love them so much. I love all foods, like there isn't nothing that I don't like except for obviously mammal meat, but I will literally eat anything that is put in front of me, within reason of course. I get really stressed and like really worked up really easily. Like I get really quite panicky and stuff, like as most people do when it comes up to exams and stuff, but even just situations that I shouldn't be, I do get quite stressed really easily, like certain public situations and stuff. I get really anxious and just quite worked up, but I do get really easily stressed out and work myself up over nothing. And I don't follow any religion. My family are all Christians, but my parents were never really big Christians. They were only Christians because their parents christened them when they were younger, but they never really thought it was necessary for me to become a Christian, and I've never really thought that I should really, because I have my own views on how I think the world was created and who's in charge and stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I will respect your beliefs if you respect mine. I think it is just down to your own personal choice and stuff, and I respect everyone's opinion. I have many celebrity crushes. There are so many people I have a crush on. The majority are male, obviously, but yeah, the obvious are obviously Ryan Gosling, Franco Brothers, Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, Sam Claflin. Like, if you don't know who any of these, where have you been? And just search them up on Google, because you will be pleasantly surprised. And I really like season changes, because it's something new and it's something different, and I feel like you get a bit of a fresh start when it's a new season. And with the weather being changing really frequently in Britain, I guess that's kind of fortunate for me, because I like the different weather changes and conditions and seasons. My biggest fear has to be spiders, and I don't understand why, because I've never really had a bad experience with spiders or anything, but they are my biggest fear. I really don't have an idea of what I want as a career. I have so many different ideas, and I think that I want to take this route or that route, but when it comes down to it, I really don't have a clue. There will always be something that I want. Like I have a wish list that goes on constantly, and there's never anything that I need or anything, because I have plenty of things and there's nothing that I need, but there will always be something that I want, and they are, the majority of the time, are all super expensive and nothing that I can afford. I don't hate anything, there's nothing that I hate, although there are quite a few things that I dislike, mud being one of them, and you might find that a bit strange because it is literally soil and water, but just the thought of mud, the sight of mud, the smell of mud, the sound when you tread on it, no, horrible. I've never been a person that has like that one best friend that they have throughout like so many years. Although saying that, I did have a best friend, or she's still my best friend now, Beth, from going from year 4 to year 6, and then we moved to secondary school together, still best friends, and then you meet new people and you become friends with the people and join a friend group, and then for quite a few years there was my two best friends, Beth and Francesca, and we were just like a little trio, and we literally did everything together. We are like sisters. I can tell them anything. And in this past year, I really gained like a really nice friendship group, and I love them all, and they're all my closest friends. There is never one thing that I can call my favourite thing. Like, you know how if you watched my TMI tag, that's Lemonade jumping down, you will notice that when one of the questions has been like favourite bands, favourite actors, actress and stuff, I reel off about 10, and that is literally because I cannot pinpoint one thing as my favourite. That's Darcy barking outside the so dog's barking. And that's literally because I can't pinpoint that one thing to be my favourite, because there's so many things that I really like and really love that I just don't have a favourite of anything. There's just a big wide range of things that I love. I think it was last year, or it may have been the year before, I lost my voice for about 3 to 4 months, and I could only whisper during that time, and it hurt as well. It was painful, and I had to get speech therapy to get it back. It cost us quite a bit of money, but we did manage to claim it back because, well, it should have been on the NHS, but it wasn't. And I think I had 4 or 5 sessions, and they were expensive because we had to go private, but they really did help, and it was a lot of hard work, and it was a lot of work to do at home, but I did work hard, and I'm so glad that it's come back now. And they thought, because I had tonsillitis quite a few times, it just sort of like, I don't know, it did something to my vocal cords that sort of made them rub against each other, but they were dry and they wouldn't connect, like a bit of it had wasted away and they wouldn't be able to catch the sound, if that makes any sense. Or it's super technical and super beyond my understanding, but I just couldn't speak like this, and it was amazing about how it came back. And it's literally, if you've seen the film The King's Speech, and how he goes to the speech therapist and he does all these exercises with him, well, that's literally what I had to do at home every single day. Like a lot of different breathing exercises, a lot of different sounds to make, and it progressed. It was quite slow to start off with, but it was just amazing about how it came back, and I'm so thankful that we managed to fund for speech therapy and got it back as well, because they said if I didn't go for speech therapy I would only have a whisper now. So I'm just, yeah, that was quite a key area of that year, because it was not nice to not be able to be heard. My favourite superhero of all time has to be Captain America. Recently went to go see Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier, which is such a good film, and I would recommend it to anyone that loves Captain America or superhero films. You should just go and watch it. It was so good. He's just my favourite superhero. I really like him, although he's closely followed by Thor, but that's because he's just like a god and just, oh. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all. I found it really hard to try and find 25 things that were interesting enough to share. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video wasn't too long and I haven't been rambling on too much. But yeah, that is it for today's video. If you liked it and you like my new background, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any video requests or anything like that. And subscribe to my channel, because it just makes me really happy when I get an email through saying there's someone new that's subscribed. And yeah, Twitter, Instagram, as always, are linked in the description box, so go check me out on there and give me a follow if you want to. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon.